Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool amazing product right here in my hand, and basically what this is a blood pressure monitor, if you guys can see right here. So obviously there's a lot of other ones that's available out there in the market that's very similar to this one right here in terms of a blood pressure monitor, but this is the one that we have right here. So basically how you guys use these products is the fact that you just have to put it onto your arm right here and strap it in, and then you can actually use the product itself. But first thing first, I'm actually open the product to show you guys what's included inside here first. Alright, so when we first open up, you can see that that is basically what it looks like inside right there. So let's take everything out. So when we take it out, you can see that this is basically what the product looks like right here. I'll show you guys this in a second. I do want to show you guys everything else first. So they do provide guys a user manual right here to teach you guys how to use the product itself and all different functionality that's on here. They do provide guys a nice little bag. They essentially store the product itself to keep it all organized. That way you guys know where everything is. And the inside itself definitely has a very nice material as well to kind of give it a little bit of a cushion as well. But that's basically everything that's inside right here. Now let's actually take a look at the actual product itself. So right here we have the actual product itself. If you can see, it's all organized really nicely. So this is basically the product that you guys want to strap around your arm. But in the back right here, you can see they have some more stuff here. So they provide you guys a cable which is USB to USB-C, and they provide you guys 3 batteries right here which are AA batteries. So you definitely have to use 3 AA batteries, or you can use a USB-C cable to charge up your product itself. But this is basically the strap part right here that you want to strap on your arm. So let's open up and show you guys what it looks like. So this is basically what the product looks like right here. So all you guys need to do is put your arms through here, strap it in, and then you guys want to put the other part on here to actually use it. So let me actually show you guys the other part first. Alright. So when we take it out right here, this is basically what the product looks like right here. And it's also very nice of them to actually give you guys this organizer right here to keep everything all organized. And on the bottom of this organizer, you can see they have the anti-skid material. So that way if I put it on a flat surface, it won't keep moving around. But let's take a look at the actual product stuff right here. So this is basically what the product looks like right here, if you guys can see. So they have 3 buttons here. There's a set button, start and stop, MEM, which I believe is a memory. So if you take a look on the side right here, this is basically where to plug in the actual cable, which is this one right here in here to actually activate and use the product itself. If we turn on the other side right here, that is basically where to plug in the cable to charge up and use it if you guys don't want to use the battery option. If you guys do want to use the battery option, it's back here. So if we open up, that is basically where you guys will plug in the 3 batteries that they include for you guys, or you guys can use your own one. So obviously when you use the battery option, probably better, so you guys can actually use it wirelessly. So that way you don't have to worry about plugging a cable and have it dragged with you guys everywhere. This is the way you guys can actually use it wirelessly. For this one as well, if you can see, they have the anti-skid material to prevent it from like moving around when you guys actually use it, which is also really cool. But that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Now let's actually put in the battery or plug in the cable and see how well it works. So I think for this test, I'm just gonna plug in the batteries to actually use it. But before I do that, I do want to plug in the cable to test it out to see whether or not it actually works or not. So I'm going to plug in this cable onto my power bank that I have right here. And then we're going to plug this into the actual product stuff right here. So I'm going to plug in the cable on the side right here. Alright, so let's try it out.
Attention please. Please keep silent and relax. Keep the cuff at heart level. Start measurement now.
Alright, so you can see that actually does work. Obviously it doesn't really work right now because I haven't plugged this in yet. So I'm going to do that in a second when I actually use the battery option. But you guys can definitely see that you guys can use the USB-C option here if you guys want to. But now let me actually plug in the battery to show you guys whether or not it actually works and how to actually use it. So I want to open this battery right here and use the battery. Alright, so I just want to put all the battery inside here. Alright, we got all of them in. If we try to use it, you guys can see that does work. So now let's plug in the other part right here and then test it out and see what actually works. Alright, so we got the other part here. So I'll plug this into this part right here. And then I want to insert this part right here into my arm. So usually people will tell you guys to probably take off your shirt or something to get a better result. But you can definitely use it with your jacket on or your shirt on depending on how thick your jacket is. So in this case it's pretty thin, so it's not a big issue. And the way how you guys know which way to put it in is by looking at this arrow right here. Alright, so you want to slide it in like this all the way. You guys want to do it around this area right here. And you guys want to close it back up. And once you guys activate it, you just want to let your arm be loose. Alright, so let's try to activate it and see what happens.
Attention please. Please keep silent and relax. Keep the cuff at heart level. Start measurement now. Your systolic blood pressure is 104 millimeter of mercury pillar. Your diastolic blood pressure is 56 millimeter of mercury pillar. Your heart rate is 66 beats per minute. Measurement over. According to the World Health Organization standards, the measurement result is normal. Thanks for using. Wishing you good health.
Alright, so you can see that once we're done, it tells you guys the result, and that is basically how you guys use the product itself. Pretty easy and very simple. You guys don't have to use that squeezing ball that they usually use when you guys check a doctor or whatever. This one does it all automatically for you guys. But you guys can definitely see on the display screen itself, it looks pretty awesome. It's very, very bright. And obviously, it'll actually look a lot better if you guys use it at the nighttime to give you guys even better view of it. So I definitely love the functionality of how it actually tells you guys like your blood pressure, whether or not it's normal and everything else. Like it announced everything for you guys, which is pretty awesome. And it's really cool how this product gives you guys the option to use for 2 users, not just for 1 person. So if you guys want to use it for another person, you definitely can as well. And the way how you guys change the user on here is by pressing it down. And once you guys see that, you guys click on this button right here. You can change it to the second person and click on this, and then adjust everything else as well in terms of the date. You can also change the time on here as well if you guys need to do that. But you can definitely see the overall product itself works pretty well. I definitely love how big this is as well, so you guys don't have to worry about if you guys have a small arm or big arm. So the way how they make the cup itself is definitely universal for a lot of people's arm. And in terms of the memory that's on here, I believe you guys can actually use it for multiple memories. I believe they mentioned how you guys can actually use up to 240 memories on here. But that is basically everything that's on the product itself. Now that we did a quick unboxing and testing the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that any kind of like blood pressure monitor that's very similar to this one right here is definitely super awesome and definitely super worth it as well if you guys do need one. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else that you do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.